New videos every day.
Hi everybody, this is Dr. Echols again. I'm very excited to be with you today because I want to talk to you about something that's fairly new to me, fairly new. It's been the latest thing. It's called the HCG diet. And for those of you who've always struggled, like I have personally, with losing weight, this possibly could be one of the solutions for you. Now, HCG is an abbreviation, stands for human chorionic gonadotrophin. You never need to know that again, but I needed to tell you what it is. It's actually a hormone that's secreted by pregnant females. It's actually put in the urine of pregnant females. And the purpose of HCG in pregnancy is to help the baby get enough nourishment from the stored fat within the female. Now, Dr. Simeon researched this and has put this diet into effect in Italy for well over 20 years, treated thousands and thousands of people with it with very, very good results. He actually wrote a manual, which you can actually download over the internet and read about it. It's called Pounds and Inches. Feel free to download that and read it. It's absolutely free and it's chock full of really good information about it. HCG works on the hypothalamus of the brain, and it helps to reset it so that people can go on to eat the way they feel like they should be able to without gaining a lot of weight. We all know people who they're thin and they eat anything and everything under the sun and they never gain weight. And then we also know people who, if they just walk by a plate of brownies, they put on 5 pounds. So Dr. Simeon's hypothesis and his theory was that that person has an abnormally functioning hypothalamus. So he developed a way with this diet to reset the hypothalamus so that the person could go about eating more or less like a normal diet without putting on a lot of weight. Now, I'm really excited about this because I've, just like everybody else, I've tried different diets and different philosophies and things that, like the Atkins diet and low carbohydrate diets and lots of exercise in the past. And my results have been, fairly dismal. I've just kind of kept my same weight. Well, in the last 2 weeks, I've managed to lose about 17 pounds just in the last 2 weeks. And I still feel really good, lots of energy, and I'm not really having any problems or not too overly hungry. So it's been really wonderful for me. I have a lot of patients that are doing this diet and a lot of friends and associates that are doing it as well, with all very, very good results. So I wanted to describe to you a little bit about how the diet works, see if it may be appropriate for you or something that you can benefit from. Now, first of all, I think it's important to know that Dr. Simeon divided the fat in your body into 3 different kinds. Structural fat. Structural fat is what is like in the bottoms of your feet. It's what you walk on. Without that, walking would just about be impossible. It cushions the organs. It provides structure to the skin, makes it taut, the skin, so that it's not sagging and loose. The other kind of fat that we have in our body is called essential fat, and that's the fat that our body uses for energy. It's stored within the muscles. Our body can get to it real quickly and use it for energy. And then the third kind of fat that we have is what we call non-essential fat, and that's the fat that we see that accumulates all around the waistline and along the buttocks. And a lot of times in women, it's under the arms here, and it can be in the face and jowls. That's where the body is storing the fat. Now, in a traditional diet, and this is a key point, in a traditional diet, when our bodies start to burn fat, unfortunately, the body goes after the structural fat and the essential fat first, leaving those fat stores on our body until we're just about to starve, and then it will finally start to pull from those reserves. I think about it like kind of like an IRA account. Once you put money into your IRA, you know that you cannot touch it. You do not want to get it. You just leave it there and you spend all your other money first before you get the money out of your IRA. You'd have to be just about destitute before you touch that money. It's the same thing with our bodies and this essential fat, and structural fat, and non-essential fat. So with the non-essential fat stores in our body, when we go on a diet, we've all seen people that start to lose weight, but they can't lose it around the middle. That's because the body just will not if that's their IRA account. They're not going to get it until they're absolutely starving. Now, the beauty of the HCG diet is that it flips the body around. It flips the fat burning around so that now the body goes after the non-essential fat first, and it leaves the structural and the essential fat there. So you got plenty of energy. You don't get that droopy, saggy skin that can happen on people that have just tried to starve themselves without the HCG. So the HCG makes our brain pull the fat reserves out of the IRA account, so to speak, leaving our checking account free. It's kind of cool how that works. Now, basically, the way the diet works is Dr. Simeon used HCG injections with his patients. We don't use injections. We use a homeopathic remedy, which is safer than injections. And a homeopathic remedy just constitutes a little bottle like this, and you basically are going to place 10 drops of this liquid under your tongue about 3 times a day, 3 to 6 times a day, depending upon if you get hungry and that kind of thing. Plus, you're on a very low calorie diet. As a matter of fact, you're only allowed 500 calories a day. Now, the first question I get is, well, Dr. Echols, wouldn't you lose weight if you were on a 500 calorie a day diet anyway? Absolutely, you would lose weight, but your body would pull the fat from your structural fat, which you need, and from your essential fat, which you need for energy. You would start to feel really, really hungry in a very short period of time. Your skin would kind of start sagging. You would get that shrunken in look, and you would be absolutely starving. In the presence of HCG, since it makes your body target the non-essential fat, your body actually burns about 3,000 calories of fat off of your body every day. Now, that constitutes about a pound of fat burning every day. So it's not uncommon for people to lose a pound every day on this diet. So in a month, it's very reasonable that you could lose 30 pounds in a month. So that's the difference between just trying to starve yourself on a 500 calorie diet a day and with the HCG. Without it, you're going to be very hungry. You're going to actually make yourself sick, and you're going to starve. But with the HCG, your body turns it around, gets it to where you're burning your actual fat off your body. So you're actually living on about 3,500 calories a day, which is why you don't get overly hungry on this diet. It's really neat how that works. Some people, of course, if you're really used to eating, McDonald's or whatever kind of food, you still may have a craving for those foods, but you won't really be physically hungry. Okay, so that's kind of neat. Now, HCG is readily available. You can buy it pretty much anywhere on the internet and that kind of thing, but you need to be careful about the kind that you get. There's varying strengths of it. There's some that are effective, and as far as I know, there may be some that's just not effective at all. I personally like the HCG that we use because not only does it have HCG in it, it's got 16 other homeopathic formulas in there to help with your blood sugar regulation, to help with appetite suppressing and control. It helps with your immune support. It helps with stress management because there's a lot of things that are going on when you're having going on a diet like this. It can be kind of stressful. So these homeopathic remedies really help to support people and make them a lot more comfortable through the process. So if you would like some help with the HCG diet, feel free to go to my website, www.jeffechols.com, and you can get my contact information there. And we'll be glad to help you and walk you through the process of doing this successfully. This may be a really good opportunity for you to really win at weight loss, whereas before, maybe you didn't have as good of results. So thank y'all, and we'll talk to you soon.
If you liked this video, we have hundreds of more alternative videos ranging from sexual health to psychology to mind control. So if you liked it, go ahead and click on me to enter the Psychetruth channel.